Hey guys, it's Steven from Tostemac, and it's time for another autism vlog. On today's vlog, we're going to be going over... Wait, what are we going over again? Hold on, let me double check. Let's see, what was it? Picky eating, already did that. Was a friend, already did that. Potty training for autistic kids or kids on the spectrum? Ooh, I honestly don't know how to cover this one. It just seems like something a mom would know. Wait a minute. No.
Hey everyone, I'm back.
Why do you have to be here?
Very simple. You said the magic word.
Mom?
No. Potty, as in potty training.
You know, normally this will be the point where I try to argue with you saying this is my vlog, my project, I'm doing this. But considering the fact this is a subject where I'm more the trainee rather than the trainer, I'm just gonna save us the time and just get on with this. So, I guess the big question to start off with, which is actually on my mind too, is there really a difference? Like, isn't training an autistic kid to go potty the same as training a neurotypical kid?
Absolutely not. And ladies, if you are in the midst of getting ready to potty train your child, please understand some fundamentals. Number one, there's no golden age for when your child is going to be ready. Your child is going to show you when he or she is ready. Don't go by the golden book. Oh, he's 1, 2, 3. We should start potty training. Watch and see. Your child will show you the symptoms of when he or she is ready. They'll start doing things like they'll tug at their pants when it's uncomfortable, or they're going to want to see what you or your husband are doing in the potty. Let them show you when they're ready. There are a lot of really good potty training books out there, but the greatest thing you can do, the greatest gift you can sell, is don't go by a golden age. Go by when your child shows you that he or she is ready.
Okay, so now that that's out of the way, why don't you tell them some things that they can do to help train their autistic child or child on the spectrum to go potty?
Well, it's real simple. You are going to use some of the very same tools that you would use with a neurotypical child. The difference is a lot more patience, a lot more positive reassurance, and a lot more of understanding that one of the things about our children is they do not always generalize. A situation that happened here is not going to carry over and necessarily be recognized to another event. For example, in your house, do you have 1 bathroom, 2 bathrooms, 3 bathrooms? Well, that makes a difference. You see, because if I took Stephen to 1 bathroom that had a child's potty seat, Stephen would learn that that's the room that I sit on that particular toilet, and I'm expected to perform this function. That didn't necessarily mean that we went to the other bathroom in the house that he would necessarily generalize it over. So that's the one thing, is where are you training this child? The other thing is, stay away from the negative. Oftentimes parents get very frustrated when their childs don't go to the potty and they potty their pants. Don't make it a negative experience.
Yeah, we all go through it at some point.
And that's true. What you want to do is reward the good behavior. Make it a positive thing. Make it almost a family event. One of the things that I had to do with my boys is I went and got these little storybooks. And while they would sit on the potty, we would read the story. So now I'm taking their mind necessarily off of gotta pee, you gotta pee, you gotta pee. But what I did instead is I talked about, the little boy that peed in the potty, or the little girl that peed on the potty. So we talked about something else.
Well, yeah, but that still doesn't get rid of the sensation of wanting to go to the bathroom. I mean, when you gotta pee, you gotta pee.
Well, that's true. But one of the things that we've discovered is that children on the spectrum will sometimes hold on to their bodily functions. They're not sure when they can do something or when they cannot. This is a privacy issue. Sometimes just seeing someone else perform that function helps to get that message across. Oh, my little tummy feels like this, but when I let this urine out, it will make me more comfortable. Oh, that's the way Daddy lets his urine out. That's what I have to do. And then reward the good behavior. When he or she misses, don't make as big of a deal about it. Talk to them about it, clean them up, include them in the cleanup, but don't shame the child.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a mess. We all make it here and there. Oh, before we go any further, I should point out that when you do train your autistic child or child on the spectrum, whatever you want to call it, try your best to make kind of like the same gender. Like if it's the boy, try to have the father potty train, or if it's like the daughter, vice versa. That way it kind of, for lack of a better phrase, helped kind of establish kind of a gender boundary, for lack of a better phrase.
Well, that too, but more importantly, they've got the same equipment. And it makes it easier because I do not have the band's equipment. And for Stephen to watch me go potty, I'm sitting on the potty. There's nothing to be seen there.
For the record, that never happened.
But for a man, if he went with his older brother or his dad, he had the same equipment. So he could understand, oh, that's how I'm going to do that. And repetitive. You have to do it over and over and over again.
Okay, those are some things that could be taken into consideration when potty training a child. Mm-hmm. But what about some things that you don't want to do? Some things you want, some practices you may want to avoid?
Oh, absolutely. There are some very definite things that you want to avoid. Number one, you're not going to hurry this child up. If it takes him or her 10 minutes to potty, plan it into your day.
I mean, heck, it takes me 15 minutes to go to the bathroom. I just want to make sure to get it all out. Don't judge me!
But see, the thing is, if a child is feeling anxious about their bodily function, the muscles don't relax. When the muscles don't relax, they're not going to go potty. And then that seat is going to be an item of torture, not an item of relief. So very, very important that you want to make sure you actually plan it out. The other thing is, your child's going to be young and small, and you're going to watch them. One of the things I used to love to do with my boys is I could watch them. Stephen, do you need to go potty? Thomas, do you need to go potty? And then they would begin what I called the potty dance. And we've all seen that, ladies and gentlemen.
Careful, you're shaking the table.
I know. And you would shake everything in my house doing your potty dance.
Okay, that's an over-exaggeration. I would not shake everything in the house.
Close enough. So anyway, what I am saying is you want to watch your children. You know those behaviors to say, uh-oh, I know what your words are telling me, but I see what your body's telling me. And then make it a game. Make it something positive. Okay, Stephen, I'm going to race you to the potty. Let's see who can get there first.
If I need to go to the bathroom, there's no competition.
Well, actually, when you were little, there was a competition because you were concentrating so much on, I gotta go, but I can't go. Once I took your mind off of that, but I headed you in the right direction, and you went of your own power. I didn't pick you up. I didn't make you do anything. It wasn't a scary thing. And then once I got you in there, then we would go to that next step. Everything is a step-by-step process. Identify when they need to go. Make sure you've got the time so that you're not going to rush them. Make sure it's a positive experience getting there. Then have like a little ritual. Okay, so you're a little boy and you're going to stand up and we're going to put a bullseye in that toilet and I want you to aim for that bullseye. And if you get the outer ring, you get 1 candy. If you get the second ring, you get the 2 candies. If you get the bullseye, you get 3 candies. Okay? Please, parents, make sure you get a little stool, make it a little bit realistic for the boys. For the girls, it's the same thing. If you can make it on the potty and you make your urine in the potty, you're going to get 1 candy. If you pull down your pants by yourself, 2 candies. If you do everything and wash your hands, 3 candies. See, it's a positive, but you got to make it a routine.
Okay, any other thing they shouldn't do?
Yes, the other thing is to make sure, again, as I said earlier, you want to stay positive. And then start planning for the big girl pants and the big boy pants. Buy them in advance and put them up someplace that the child can see it and set a goal. If they can do their potty, first do the urine, then do the poo. And when they get to a certain point, they get to wear those pants during the day. When they get to both, they can wear them at night. But make it something like a superhero or a princess or whatever is important to your child. Have it set up. Visual cues are really important.
And on a side note, be sure to have a spare pair of underwear or pants at the ready just in case. So, that's all fine and dandy on what to do and what not to do during an episode where someone has to go to the bathroom, but what if you're not at the comfort of your own home? What if, let's say, you're at a friend's house or a public store or a restaurant? What do you do then?
Okay, well, actually, that's not mission impossible, and a lot of parents feel sometimes it is, but it really isn't.
Yeah, but if it's not home, aren't you taking them out of their comfort zone?
Well, you are, but here's the again. Prepare, prepare, prepare. So what you want to do as part of the ritual of the bathroom at home is you want to have a hand towel, some baby wipes, the book, have a couple little, what I used to call tchotchkes, that are always involved with the bathroom ritual at home. Put them in like a Ziploc bag so that whenever you go out, you give them the Ziploc bag and they can go to the potty at their aunt's or the store, wherever they're going to be. They have the Ziploc bag with some of the creature comforts that they have from home. And also in this bag have the rewards just like you have at home. So if you are using candy or fruit or whatever it is that's the reward for your child or little mini toys, have a couple of them in this bag. And just as they were home, they had to earn the right to have those items. So you're bringing a little bit of home out into the world. And I do encourage you to do that because it's unrealistic for your child to have to go only at his bathroom at home. Eventually, when he goes to school, he's not going to be able to go 6 or 8 hours without going to the bathroom. So this will help them. It's almost like a little transitions bag.
Well, not only that, but if they're at a school and whatnot, then they have to go to the bathroom. They're not going to always have access to those comfort things that you mentioned. And also, what about if you're at a store whatnot and you have to go with the child to the bathroom?
Well, okay, first off, I want to back up about the child going to school. In the earlier years, if your child is on the spectrum, your child should be on an IEP, Individual Education Plan. And within that plan, under the guise of the occupational therapist, you can have written into the plan that anytime this child needs to go to the bathroom, that they can have adaptations and accommodations, which can include this bag that I've told you about with a little hand towel, little toy, whatever it is, it's part of your routine. So that actually can be written into his IEP.
Yeah, be sure to look into that stuff. They're here to help you out.
Absolutely. So that answers the first part of the question. The second part of your question was what, Stephen?
Well, what if when you have to go to a store, what if you have to go with them to the bathroom and whatnot? It's not like, let's say for the sake of argument, a dad can bring a little girl into the men's room, or a mom can bring a boy into the women's bathroom.
Well, actually, the reality is more and more places today are being neutral sex favorable. In other words, a lot of these these stores have bathrooms that they're labeling family rooms. This is where if it's dad with his little girl, yes, he can go in there. If it's mom with a little boy, yes, she can go in there.
Actually, now that you mention, I have noticed that in a bunch of shopping malls and even some of the universities where they do have the universal sexual bathrooms where it doesn't matter if you're a male or female.
Right. And actually, traditionally, moms have always been allowed to bring little boys into the bathroom with her.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's always been.
That's always been a thing?
Mother's right rules over all. And so that usually is not a problem. However, when the boy gets to be 9, 10 years old, then it does become a little bit of an issue if your son is still requiring your assistance. And again, that's where you're going to want to look for the gender neutral bathrooms. As far as dads bringing in their little girls, at the younger age, technically they can. I know a lot of dads are not comfortable with that. But again, Stephen, I would recommend that everybody go and look for the family-centered bathrooms.
Alrighty. Well, I think we've pretty much covered all the basic points needed, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. Thanks, Mom, for helping out with this. So thanks for helping out, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this vlog.
Actually not. I'd like to one other recommendation.
Wait, what?
I have another recommendation. Guys, moms and dads, you're not alone out there, and that's the theme that Stephen and I have been saying in pretty much all the vlogs. If you're having topics, if you're having issues, and you just have questions, please go ahead and send your Mom Ask questions over to Stephen at the Tostemac site, and he will pass them on to me, and I will be more than happy to answer whatever questions you have, because you know what, guys, at the end of the day, it still takes a community to raise these beautiful children.
Oh, I see how it is. Just jumping into my vlogs isn't enough. Now you have to go jump in and make in your own dang segment into this?
No, honey, I made you and your brother. That was enough. Goodbye, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
Too much information, girl. You're too much information, girl.
Goodbye.
I have to live with her.
Yeah, he does. So does his brother and his father.
Stop!